the Blue Jays to their lone win in the weekend series against the Yankees. He gave up only one run, a solo homer to Bobby Ellsbury in the sixth, and by then the Jays had a 3-1 lead thanks to a Troy Tulowitzki fly ball lost in the sun by Carlos Beltran for a double in the third. It was followed by a Josh Donaldson single and a Jose Bautista home run.
Aaron Sanchez pitched a perfect eighth inning while Roberto Osuna notched his 13th save of the year in the ninth. Jays now close to within a half game of the Yankees for first place in the American League East. They lead the wild card by 3.5 over Baltimore. After the game, skipper John Gibbons gave credit to Hutch for his composure.
I mean, nobody likes to hear themselves being talked about as a guy that, struggling. But he's
I don't want guy from Demon Dog who we were talking about. I was going to looking at yesterday's Blue Jays win. Not getting swept. When you look at Drew Hutchison, when he was pitching, he was composed. He never got rattled. There were a couple plays that should have been more. A couple plays in the game that could have been avoided disaster, but Drew Hutchison, I really thought this guy's like a question mark of his durability, his injuries and all that, and staying healthy and all that. But when I was watching Drew Hutchison pitch, I haven't watched this guy pitch his time here at Toronto, and I just had that brainwave comparison of watching Drew Hutchison pitch. See his delivery, his setup, and goes into that pitch, and it's just like, man, this guy here reminds me a lot like a former Blue Jay pitcher. And I thought to myself, he reminds me just the way Drew Hutchison, the way he pitches, goes through the setup and all that. He reminds me a lot like Roy Halladay. He was a former 12 Blue Jays pitcher, and you look at Roy Halladay, he was composed, he never got rattled. But I was thinking to myself, it looks like we see a Roy Halladay-esque in Drew Hutchison. I said to myself, I would say he probably compares his game like a Roy Halladay.
Yeah, he's still a young guy, but he's mentally tough. I do know that.
Gibby also said on the other side, Yankees rookie Luis Severino is the real deal.
Well, you can see why. That's as good as arm we've seen all year. Good quick arm, and he was a strike thrower.
Gibbons also gave credit to Josh Donaldson as a complete hitter.
That's one thing about Donaldson. He's not just a slugger, he's a pretty good hitter too, and he just take the simple single the other way, and that's what the real good ones do. And then of course Bautista did his damage, and then it was hang on from there.
Meanwhile, Drew Hutchison offered some perspective on his outing.
Yeah, I gave up a leadoff single to start the game, and then I was able to, kind of calm down from there and make pitches. That's what it comes down to, and I was able to locate the ball well. You're locating the ball instead of, trying to make it pitch a little bit too better, or trying to do a little bit too much. You have success.
As for the critics, Hutch said he's not bothered.
When it comes to things that are out of my control, I don't really